All right, so essentially YouTube did not get our feed. I'm not sure why, but back here, 5-2 ball game. 1-1 offering to Phil Potts. This is skied in the infield. Easton Rowe makes the catch for out number 3, and Broncbusters will strand 1. We go to the 5th. Broncbusters in front, 5-2. Bottom of the 4th here on Johnson County Sports Live. So essentially, YouTube did not get our feed, so I'll kind of break down how things have gone so far. No score through 2, but then in the 3rd, Phil Potts would start off with a single, where essentially it'd be a strikeout to Young, ground out from Bush, and then Phil Potts got started with a single. Josh Miller is onto the walk. Toger will walk as well. Evans would reach on an error to load the bases, and then Higginbotham with a grand slam. As a fly out to Kurt Kilpatrick to end that 3rd, and then Johnson County responded with 2 of their own, and that's going to plunk Mancinas. Mancinas will advance to 1st. And then for Johnson County, they started off, McClure reached on an error. And then Bo Schinkel was on to the single. They both stole 2nd and 3rd. Miller would ground out, and that would score McClure. And then so fly out for Township. Easton Rowe would score the 2nd run, and then Riker Edwards lined out. So the Cavaliers trail 5-2 as we're here in the bottom of the 4th. No score from the Broncbusters. 0-1 start to Carter Kelly. He struck out back in the bottom of the 2nd. That was the end of the inning. These are nods, deals the 0-1. This is flown into right field very high, and it'll go foul and way out of play on top of the batting cages. There's 2 arms active in the Broncbuster bullpen. For Johnson County, there's a couple people in there, but no actual movement. That one ripped into left, and it's going to be right at the left fielder for out number 1. So 1 down for Carter Kelly, who starts off 0 for 2. And it's Jake McClure who steps in. Jake McClure, 405 average. Best average on the team. McClure bunts. 1 hopper in and then out. McClure was on a 9-game hitting streak from Labette all the way to Baker in Game 1, and then Coffeyville he went 0 for 3. But he went 2 for 3 in game 2 against the Red Ravens. 0-1 taken in for strike 2. McClure has had 4, make it 5, 6 3-hit performances this season. McClure, foul ball. And then back to first will have to go Chris Mancinas.
When you were little, it was probably on Cartoon Network or some other old school network.
Johnson County heads into this batting .358 as a team with a .455 on-base percentage, a total of 61 home runs.
The what? Okay.
McClure right to third. They'll throw back to first to double him up, and it gets away. Mancinas is around 2. He's going to take 3, and Yeager is going to have him slide in, and it's blocked in. So McClure will line out, but meanwhile Mancinas will make it to third all the way off an E5. It's 2 down for Bo Schinkel. And a lot of
All
right, first out for DeBow is in for strike 1.
What do we do with it?
Schinkel 1 for 2, the single and a ground out. 1 taken low for ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike.
What network are you using, Brett? On your phone? When you do Wi-Fi?
1-1 crushed into right field, and it will carry all the way into the glove of Toger for out number 3. The Cavs strand Mancinas. We go to the 5th. Broncbusters in front, 5-2. Back here for the 5th on Johnson County Sports Line. Brendan Bolin back here with you. Goldie back to work here to start the 5th. It'll be Joshua Miller to lead things off. He takes a first pitch strike from Goldie. Goldie cruising with 7 strikeouts right now. This is popped up into foul territory. Rowe is there, but it's Jake McClure all the way from second, racing to make the catch. So 1 down after Jake McClure runs all the way from second base over in foul territory near the wall. There's 1 down. It's Toger, the right fielder. Toger right to first, blocked well by Rowe, and he'll step on the bag himself. 2 up, 2 down. Now here's to be the bat of Carson Evans. First offering in for a strike. Evans 0 for 2. He struck out his first time up to end the first and then reached on an error from Chris Mancinas. This is outside for ball 1. Another foul ball. 1-2 strike count. And for Evans, batted .254 in the month of April, but March and February he batted in the 400s. Misses in, 2 balls, 2 strikes. In March, he went 23 for 56 with 17 hits, 8 walks to 6 strikeouts, .541 on base percentage. That one taken low, count full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Batted .483 in February, went 14 for 29 with 9 RBIs, 3 walks to 2 strikeouts. Full count offering, this one too short on the hop. Mancinas fields it over to Easton Rowe in time for out number 3. 1-2-3 inning for Josiah Golden and the Cavaliers here in the top of the 5th. Cavaliers up to bat in the bottom of the 5th when we come back on Johnson County Sports Live, your home for Cavalier Athletics. Back here at the bottom of the 5th, Mike and Miller to lead things off. This is Alex Paniagua. Fouled off. Paniagua, 6'1", 170-pound sophomore righty from Eagle Pass, Texas. Able to try to hold the Cavaliers with their 3 hits on 2 runs, with 2 runs and no errors so far. Well, say that now. There are 2 errors, I should say. That one misses outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Just trying to get a good feel for what's going to happen the rest of the day.
I think we've already determined it's going our way.
I'm just looking what's happening.
For Paniagua, 2-1 record in 15 appearances. This is appearance number 16 for him. That one right to first. Higginbotham will step on the bag himself for out number 1. One down for Jeremy Comer. And for Paniagua, has a 7.515 ERA, 41 hits, 32 runs, 27 earned, 18 walks, 38 strikeouts. That one fouled off. Giving up 2 home runs. Has hit 7 batters and has had 4 wild pitches. Faced 170 batters this season for the Broncbusters. Comer slaps that into right center field, and that's going to be at the wall and ricochets off. Comer is around second, and he will stay put at second. A 1-out double for Jeremy Comer. That's his 3rd straight hit of the afternoon. 2 singles and a double for the left fielder. And now you're going to have to rely on Max Tauchik here. Tauchik 0 for 2, a ground out to short, and then a fly out to center field. And it's a curveball that's going to hit him on the back. So 2 on for Johnson County with Max Tauchik taking the hit, and now Easton Rowe, the first baseman, steps in. 1 for 2, a fly out to left, and then a single. He had to foul off several pitches and almost had a home run if fair, but cranked it foul, and now pinch runner over at first. Max Tauchik will head to the bench. And that's Tyrus Pecci. So Tyrus Pecci, the freshman out of Lincoln, Nebraska, will pinch run at first for Max Tauchik. Paniagua will take several looks back to second. Now he'll fire. That one misses outside for ball 1. And for Easton, the last time he faced a West Division opponent, he went 1 for 2. Or excuse me, I should say. Easton Rose just had a phenomenal time against West Division opponents. Against Dodge City, he went 1 for 5. That one into left center field. It's going to get down. Phil Potts is able to field it. Comer's in, and the relay throw in is offline. RBI double for Easton Rowe, and the Cavaliers are going to add 1. It's 5-3. And both runners in scoring position, with Easton Rowe representing the tying run. Edwards hits that to third, and the throw on to first in time. And there's a quick check over to third to make sure that Pecci wasn't going to run, and then quick fire to first in time. So 2 down for Johnson County. And it's Chris Mancinas. First offering in for strike 1. And for Mancinas, 32 RBIs on the season. Mancinas shows bunt and is able to hold off. Ball on a strike count. Mancinas, if he's able to get on, he has 19 stolen bases on the season. Bunts beautifully. Paniagua fields it. Mancinas is going to beat the throw. And Pecci came in to score 4-5. A huge bunt placed beautifully by Mancinas to score the second run of the bottom of the 5th for Johnson County. Johnson County looks to have found some new life here. 2 down for Carter Kelly. There goes Mancinas to second, and a big leap off a third, but back in time is Easton Rowe. And quickly out is Dodge City's head coach. And he does not like that one at all. And they said that it was essentially Josh Miller was off a third. And Olner is going to get his money's worth here. He will head back to the dugout, not pleased. Easton Rowe is able to slide back in. He took a big jump after Mancinas stole base number 20 of the season.
Let's go, Carter! Come on, 4.
1-0 is going to be called for strike one, even though Kelly limboed out of the way. Looked way inside, but the umpire will defer and call strike one there. 1-1, swung on and missed. Kelly a little late. Strike 2, ball and 2 strikes. And Kelly looks to stay hot. He's had a tremendous second half of the season so far. I mean, 396 in the month of April. And then you go to 571 batting average in the month of May. 8 for 14, 6 runs scored. The triple, 4 home runs, 11 RBIs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. And then his 396 April, he batted 21 for 53, 3 doubles, 2 home runs, 16 RBIs, 4 walks to 8 strikeouts. 1-2, lifted into right center. And right there to make the catch in right is Toger for out number 3. The Cavaliers score 2 more. They inch ever so closer to the Broncbuster lead as we go to the top of the 6th here on Johnson County Sports Live. Back here for the top of the 6th. Britta Boland for Johnson County Sports Live, back with you. Roy Higginbotham to lead off the top of the 6th. Chops this foul at the third base side.
I've heard that it was a walk-ins innings from like 8 different sources. I heard it was a walk-ins innings from like 8. I don't want to hear it, bro.
Fouled off again. Higginbotham is 1 for 2. He had a ground out to Carter Kelly's first time up back in the 2nd, and then he had that grand slam back in the 3rd. That's a bouncer in the dirt. Goff, Mike, and Miller. Out comes Van Vactor and Yeager. I guess it was a combined team effort to get the baseball. 0-2 count coming up, and looked to be time called as all umpires are going to gather at home plate. I'm going to check on the umpire. Yeah, it did certainly hit the umpire. And out comes the training staff. We'll step aside for just a second as they tend to the home plate umpire. Back here on Johnson County Sports Live, umpire is okay. And Goldie will start off at the top of the 6th with a strikeout to Higginbotham. That's strikeouts number 8 for Josiah Golden. One down for Kilpatrick. 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly out to right field. First offering misses for ball 1. So we started at noon to hopefully try and avoid any storms, but there is a big cell headed up from the south at around about the 2:15 o'clock. About 2:15. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Taken high and inside on Kilpatrick. 2 balls, 1 strike.
What was that, Shelby?
So if we get rain, we got to clear, get on the PA and get them out of there. They got to go to their car. If we get lightning.
Is there anything?
No lightning.
And the 2-1 misses. And I guess the rain is starting to pick up now. Here it is. 3 balls, 1 strike.
It'll have little stars, but it's fine.
3-1. On the ground at first. Rowe blocks it. The throw to first. In time. How about that from Easton Rowe? And there's 2 down. How about that from Easton Rowe in the pouring rain? And yeah, this rain is really starting to come down here. Goldie deals first pitch. A ball that Marshall holds back on. He struck out both times he's been up today. First time was back in the top of the 2nd to end the inning, and then he struck out in the 4th to start off. 1-0. That one into center, and it'll drop down for a base hit. So Marshall, a 2-out knock. We're still going to be playing here in the pouring rain, so don't get it twisted, folks. I didn't know the rain would, on cue when I started talking about it, just show up randomly and start pouring down. First offering in for strike 1 to Young. He's also struck out both times he's been up today. So David Young be rung up for strike 2 here. Oh, 2 just missed outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Young getting that 180 average in 28 games he's played in this season. 1-2. Runner goes to second. Doesn't matter. Strike 3. Third time David Young's been rung up on strikes, and that's strikeout number 9 for Josiah Golden, as that'll end the top of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th we go. Cavs Still behind, 5-4 here on Johnson County Sports Live. And let me tell you, folks, the downpour as the Garden City players were scrambling to get their stuff that was just left out in the rain. So register their equipment. It's not cheap. Yeah, this is a leadoff AB. For Jake McClure. 1-0. In for strike one, 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's a foul ball. Ball, 2 strike count. That one right to third. And that's a grounder to first, but it's in time. So great hustle from Jake McClure. There's one down for Bo Schinkel. So in a downpour right now that everybody's huddled in the dugout. Although more I'd say Garden City, except few of them have hoodies or something to put over themselves. It's indicated that there'd be rain, but there's no agreement on when it would come. Ball and a strike to Bo Schinkel. 1 for 3 with a single. Or 0-2 count to Bo Schinkel. That one high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So ground down to from first to the pitcher back in the first. Was able to get on with a single and score the second run. It's a fly out to right, and there's a strikeout. With 2 down. Up steps in Mike and Miller. 0 for 2, a ground out twice. First, one time to short, the other to the first baseman unassisted, and then it was a walk back in the first. He was left stranded on second base. First one high and outside for ball 1. Inside for ball 2. And for Mikan, he's nominated as East Division Player of the Week. Just a matter of a couple times. Big swing and a miss for strike 1. New arm on the mound for Garden City. One fouled off. Count back even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We see the new arm in Jace Reed, the sophomore from Greeley, Colorado, at a Northridge High School. 2-2. Way outside. Count out full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. This will be the 13th appearance for Jace Reed. That one fouled off. So Jace Reed in his freshman campaign had a 12.30 ERA and a 1-7 record in 15 appearances. So far this year, it's calmed down just a little bit. He's got a 6.14 ERA with a 2-1 record in 12 appearances and 4 starts on the season. Pitched a total of 7 1/3 innings. 3-2 offering. Fouled off. Their AB coming up for Mike and Miller. So the line this season, 33 hits, 27 runs, 25 earned, 21 walks, 38 strikeouts. In his career, 11 wild pitches and 19 hit batters. Miller will spoil off another offering from Jace Reed, who stands at 6 foot, 205 pounds. Right-handed sophomore. That one into left field, and track it back to make the catch is Marshall for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Broncbusters here, the top of the 7th. 5-4 lead. Back here on Johnson County Sports Live, here in the top of the 7th inning. This is Keston Holman on the mound for Johnson County. And his first offering is into left field for a base hit. Right to Bush. So quick one on. So one down, back to the top of the order with Phil Potts. Great day for Phil Potts, who bunts and hits it foul. Keston Holman, the right-handed freshman from Nebraska City, Nebraska. 2-0 record in 18 appearances this season. Lands it for strike 2. Trying to get Philpotts to foul off his last offering. 2 singles, an error. So it's been a 1-2 for 3 day for Philpotts. Grounds this up the middle and through into center field, and back-to-back singles for the Broncbusters. 2 on and nobody out for Garden City. There you go to Joshua Miller. Joshua Miller has been a sack bunt, a fly out to Jake McClure in foul territory, and a walk. Want to take it low for ball 1.
Come on, defense! Let's go, Kessler.
Rain continuing to pour down here. This one bunted, and it's going to go foul. Miller, it's only a matter of time before he would try and bunt. He's got 1 strike to work with. Ball 1 strike. Running in is Easton Rowe, and one low and inside for ball 2. Carter Kelly playing to the edge of the infield. McClure is in the grassy area. Two one. Another bunt, another foul, and it's going to force Josh Miller to swing away here. A baseball delivery from Rocco Lafredo. Back-to-back singles to lead off Holman's first inning of work here. Another bunt. It'll be fielded by Mike and Miller. Throw to first in time. So bunting on 2 strikes, not something you see every day. Very risky. And I mean very, because that's an easy out, nevertheless, if you were to hit that foul. And they'll intentionally walk Toger. So the bases are now loaded for the Broncbusters. All for Carson Evans, who is 0 for 2. He's only reached base today on an error by Chris Mancinas, but it was a strikeout to end the first, and then he grounded out to end the 5th inning. It was a Carter Kelly ground out. So the Oklahoma native sophomore to deliver a big swing, and he swings and misses. 0-2 count. Just 39 RBIs on the season for Carson Evans. That one missed low. And the Cavalier fans who are still here, very unhappy with that one. Definitely looked to be just in. The umpire will call it just low. Holman's 1-2. In there for strike 3. And there's 2 down. Carson Evans goes down on strikes for the 2nd time today. It's 2 down for Higginbotham. Just 1 for 3. The ground out to Carter Kelly, and then a strikeout back in the 6th, but he got the party going for the Broncbusters. Had that grand slam back in the top of the 3rd. They'll lay off Holman's first offering. It just misses outside for ball one. So for Roy Higginbotham, flies this into left center. Comer is under it. Races over to make the catch in time for out number 3, and Keston Holman gets out of a bases loaded jam to retire the Broncbusters. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Garden City still in front, 5-4. Jeremy Comer to lead off the bottom of the 7th for Johnson County. Brendan Bolin back here with you on Johnson County Sports Live. Broncbusters just holding on to a 1-run lead. Comer skies that one fouling out of play.
They're playing softball now.
And they sent their baseball scout.
Rain is pouring down.
That's what a baseball scout.
0-1, taken low for ball 1. And ball 1 strike. Comer 3 for 3 day, 2 singles and a double. For Jeremy Comer, he's performed in really big moments, and they're going to call upon him. He rips that into right field. 4 for 4 day for Jeremy Comer, 3 singles and a double. And it looks to be that Max Townchick will be scratched out of the lineup, and in steps in Boston Bruce. So Boston Bruce will get his first AB, and a freshman from Atchison, Kansas. Wants to get things going, and it hit him, and he's firing up the dugout. And that's a big offering there, and Easton Rowe will step in. And if the Cavaliers can take the lead here, the once rowdy Broncbusters, their dugout could be easily silenced. Easton Rowe was last on to the double back in the bottom of the 5th inning. This one, he bunts here, fielded by Reed. It's now the third baseman who makes the throw to Higginbotham in time. So Reed fields it over to third, and the throw from Josh Miller in time. So there's one out for Ranker Edwards. And the rain continuing to pour down here in Overland Park. That one way inside for ball 1. And yes, we're playing in the pouring rain. There's umbrellas in the crowd, I would show, but the center field camera is not working today, so just the home plate camera for you. Riker fouls it off, ball on a strike. He's only been on base once today with a single. That's back in the bottom of the second inning, and he's lined down to center in the bottom of the third, and then a ground out to third in the bottom of the fifth. Edwards chops it to first. They're going to throw home, and the tag is in time. So they'll track down the lead runner. And there's runners on the corners. And the only reason the camera is like that is because the rain is soaking. Rain is covering the windows. It's coming down hard. Wild pitch. Here comes the tying run to score, and he's in. Bustin Bruce is going to tie us up at 5. And the comeback kids of Johnson County
Keep it going, bud. Keep it going.
are going to do it here. And that one is missed for ball 1. Comer gunned down, and out comes the head coach and Aller to talk things over. And basically, I'll tell you this much, is that the rain has covered the window to the point where now our scoreboard camera is not working. So for the folks that were confused on why it changed from Pratt to Garden City, originally in the article published it said that we were playing Pratt, but it's only the top 8 in each division that advanced, so Pratt being the 9 seed was left out. And this rain is continuing to pile down.
No.
1-0 count to Mancinas. That one high and outside, 2 balls, no strikes. I'll turn off the scoreboard camera and I'll break down the count for you. Each pitch. 2-0. And if I'm wrong, my apologies. 2-0. That one, it is ball 4, in fact, so I was behind. So Chris Mancinas. So Mancinas will be on first, and then on second is Riker Edwards. So now with runners on first and second, the lead run is on second. Then steps in Carter Kelly. On fouled off. Kelly, who went on a tear to start the season against Fort Scott, currently 0 for 3, strikeout, a line out, and a flyout. Again, the tying run or the lead run is in scoring position on second. And Carter's going to foul it back to the netting. No balls and 2 strikes. A 1-2 count. To Carter Kelly. 0-2. That one low and in the turf. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Carter Kelly with 42 RBIs on the season. 1-2 pitch. Chopped foul. Carter Kelly protecting the plate and staying alive in the counts. And Carter's 42 RBIs is 6th on the team with 42. falls behind Riker Edwards and Jeremy Comer 46. Mike in with 51. Easton Rowe with 52. And Bo Schinkel with 53. And Jake McClure is on deck. He falls behind with 38. Carter Kelly will swing and miss for strike 3. And that's how the 7th will end. We go to the top of the 8th. We're all tied here at 5 on Johnson County Sports Live. Back here on Johnson County Sports Live here for the 8th inning. And it's still a torrential downpour outside in Cavaliers Stadium, campus of Johnson County Community College. Brendan Bolin back here with you. Kilpatrick to lead things off here. Swing and a miss for strike 1. So softball is delayed. 0-2 taken high for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kilpatrick 0 for 3, a strikeout, a fly out back in the top of the 3rd, and then grounded out to Easton Rowe to Goldie back in the top of the 6th. It's another 1-2 count. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, chopped to first. Easton Rowe fields it cleanly and will tag the base himself. 1 down. One down for Sawyer Marshall. Gets turned on inside for ball 1. Sawyer Marshall 2 strikeouts today and a single. 1 for 3 day for the freshman. I want to take it low. 2 balls, no strikes. Keston's 2-0 placed beautifully. Went off speed in the high corner. That one on the ground to second on the hop. McClure fires to Easton Rowe in time. 2 down. Quick 2 up, 2 down. Then steps in Joshua Young. First one, bouncer to the dirt for ball one. Joshua Young has struck out every time he's come up to the plate. He's been the first, second, and third outs of every time he's come up today. It was first out in the third, second out in the fourth, and then the final out in the sixth. On a strike count.
You usually have to have an attachment on the bottom of the gun to attach it to a tripod.
Ullman went 3 innings in his last 2 outings. In those last 2 innings, he gave up 7 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned.
Can't wait, I'm so excited.
No walks and 5 strikeouts, gave up a home run. 2-1 away inside. 3 balls and a strike.
That's the next opportunity. That's when he said Hawks don't work by then. Well,
Give me Taiwan, China next. That's my bet.
Taiwan and 6.
Taiwan at 6. Yeah.
3-1. Outside for ball 4.
Give me China in 4.
You're calling a clean sweep for China? That's ridiculous.
Against Taiwan.
Yeah.
I think I'm calling it close there. Unless the USA gets involved.
USA has to get involved.
I know they do.
Diego Garcia can just, the base there can just...
So I'm getting worried about softball. I'll wait to get my thought finished as Bush will step in with 2 down. All right, so the official word for softball is that it has been canceled for the rest of the day. KCK and Cali will pick up tomorrow at 11 a.m. on the KJCCC Sports Network. The Blue Devils up 1-0 in the bottom of the third. That's where we'll pick up tomorrow at 11 a.m. And Johnson County and Allen will not play today either. That will be forced to tomorrow. So that's the word on softball. So far, this is the only game going right now here in the sports complex.
Oh, yeah.
Ball on a strike count, fouled off. Justin Bush. 1 for 3 today. Single Grandet. He managed to reach on an error from Carter Kelly. 1-2 offering. Swung on him. It's for strike 3. And Keston Holman is going to hold the Broncbusters to another goose egg here in the top of the 8th. The Cavs will go to bat next.
No, that doesn't work.
They strand 1 for the Broncbusters.
None of them.
Bottom of the 8th, 5-5 tie. Jake McClure to lead off. 1, 2, 3 in order for the Cavaliers. Jake McClure, Bo Schinkel, Mike and Miller if anyone gets on. Jeremy Comer. And first offering taken way high for ball 1. McClure 0 for 4, 2 ground outs. A line out to third, and he was able to reach on an air. He'd come around to score. Way outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Jake Reed still on the mound for the Broncbusters.
I've never seen a baseball game.
He gave up a run last inning, but managed to hold the Cavaliers the inning before. That one way high, 3-0. for McClure. I think a 4-pitch walk would certainly help out Johnson County's chance. He'd represent the lead run as the rain starts to pick up even further. Reed's 3-0. Way high and outside for ball 4. 4-pitch walk for Jake McClure. And the lead run on first base. And in steps Bo Schinkel. And the field umpires are going to come together and talk things over about possibly stopping play for right now, at least. Look at you. Do you think it's going to be possible that it could stop right now?
They're talking about it.
Okay, so that's the discussion right now. It slowed down just a little bit.
They lightened up.
Yeah, but it's a large storm system.
But I think still the fact that from the south and it's still coming up, I think it's possible that we could see a possible delay in rain as the umpires are still going to talk things over. Getting that.
I haven't seen him slide on the mound.
With cleats on you.
But if we all know.
So they're going to call out both coaches to talk about what they want to do now. And I think partially it's due to the fact that Jake Reed just gave up a 4-pitch walk.
Yeah, dude, you just walked out. Gotta cancel the game.
Every time I walk the guy, they just called the game.
I think Coach Yeager, who's walking all the way back to the dugout, saying he doesn't want to stop.
I want to go to McDonald's now. I have a 10-piece wing.
So Coach Horner and Coach Aller are going to talk about things at the plate with all umpires.
The rain just stopped.
The rain just literally stopped.
We're in the 8th inning right
And yeah, it looks to be that we're going to continue play here as the rain definitely died down just a little bit. But I wouldn't be surprised if it picked up again, that they may pause it for just a little bit.
now. I think you'd have to have another adapter. But
Let's just finish the game, bro.
But what does that do for it?
So they're going to
The gun's messed up.
yeah.
have somebody run out to dry the baseballs off. You saw Jake Reed toss a Rawson bag just to get any sort of grip.
Get a long enough cord, we should run it all the way down there.
True statement.
So back in play, Bo Schinkel.
Yeah, it is.
That one way outside for ball 1.
It's so tough, Brucey.
Done that bad on senior night.
No way. Is he on the team?
Yeah.
1-0 lands in for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I bet he's getting a lot of innings.
Is he any good?
Jack Christopher?
Yeah.
I don't think so, dude.
I think his bids are tough, though.
Facts.
You call that ball?
Dude, let me check out Lance Austin, actually.
2-1 count to Bo Schinkel. Again, that lead run is on first base. Schinkel pulls back on the bunt. 3 balls, 1 strike. Game cam looks okay, so, or the scoreboard cam, I should say, so turned it back on. So the rain is just amassed to just sprinkles. And Bo Schinkel pulls back on bunt. Back-to-back walks given up by Jake Reed. And Mike and Miller steps in. Miller shows bunt, lays it down beautifully. Sliding in at first, he's still out. But Miller just doing the job of moving the runners over. Would have been an extra bonus if he were able to get on base as well. And they're going to intentionally walk Jeremy Comer. And that'll bring up Boston Bruce. So Comer on first. Schinkel on second. McClure on third. He's 90 feet away from taking the first lead for Johnson County today. And this is a huge at-bat for Boston Bruce.
That's embarrassing. That might be double.
First offering in the turf for ball one. Blocked well.
Yeah, it's not like he's got instinct. He's against the dumbass Daniel.
And for Jace Reed, all he needs to do is get out of this inning. That one taken high. About shoulder level. 2 balls, no strikes.
He tore his ACL in and out, jumping up for a ball.
Reed waits, now fires. Bruce a good eye to lay off at 3-0 the counts. His last outing against Hutchinson in game 3, he had 3 strikeouts. 3-0. Finally in for strike 1, and Jace Reed is going to have to battle here.
I would almost take 3 straight pitches here.
He posted a 5.95 ERA in the month of April through 19 2/3 innings. This one popped up. And Roy Higginbotham makes the catch for out number 2. 2 down for Easton Rowe. And certainly Easton Rowe, who's been able to move runners pretty well today. Been on base twice. Single and a double for Easton. Sacrifice and a fly out to left. Easton Rowe takes low and outside for ball 1. And for Easton, who wants to try and send his team to Salina, fouls it off. It's going to go way foul and out of play. Count goes to a ball and a strike each. It's the future Little Rock Trojan. A bases loaded situation. If Reed can get out of a bases loaded situation like Keston Holman did in the last half inning, we'll have quite a ball game on our hands going to the 9th. 1-1, that's a bouncer that gets away. In comes Jake McClure, and the Cavaliers take the lead 6-5. A huge wild pitch from Jace Reed. It's going to move both runners from second to third. And in steps Easton Rowe. He could look to try and add on more insurance. Another foul ball. Count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And for Jace Reed, that's his 6th wild pitch of the season. He's got 12 career wild pitches.
We're getting that RBI for that.
2-2 offering. That's low and blocked well. Count goes to full at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I don't think he gets an RBI.
Kilpatrick doing everything he can. Riker Edwards is on deck, and for the Broncbusters, not too bad of an idea to walk here, but essentially Jace Reed is going to get Easton Rowe chasing at that one, and that's how the 8th will end. Johnson County plates another run for the 2nd straight inning. They lead at 6-5. Keston Holman will look to close things out here when we come back on Johnson County Sports Live. Philpotts to lead off the ninth for Garden City. Johnson County will turn to Keston Holman to try and hold things here and have Johnson County take game one of this 3-game set. That one flown into left field and foul, and will carry out of play on top of the bleachers. What he's sitting at today so far. 1 ball, 1 strike. For Sean Philpotts, 3 for 4. He's been on base 3 times. He's reached on an error his 4th time. On way inside, 2 balls and a strike. 3 singles, I should say, and he reached on an error back in the 4th inning. Holman's 2-1 high and inside, 3-1 the count.
Getting the draft ready. We're gonna start my what? Your text to all.
Holman among the best in the KJCCC in saves, and that's going to hit Philpotts. And the tying run will occupy first base.
If they're warming it up, I don't know why you don't do it right this.
Joshua Miller steps in.
Yeah, if you're getting them hot, it's right now.
Sean Toger is on deck. Carson Evans, if anyone gets on.
All hands on deck for the playoffs.
First offering, it's a bunt and a roll foul from Josh Miller. He sacrificed twice, has been on to a walk, and then popped out to second base his 3rd time up, back in the top of the 5th inning.
They need to try to hit the
0-1 to start off. Bunt here. Holman will throw to second. It goes wild. And Philpotts is going to stay put at 2.
You said great one? I said great one. And it was. I'm never wrong.
So there's 2 on now for the Broncbusters after the bunt from Josh Miller to reach on first. Then Philpotts was going to second. Holman was going to try and gun him down. He threw it into center field. And now comes pitching coach Wally Neller.
No way at this point you don't think you've got a guy ready.
Sean Toger will step up momentarily.
When do you want to come in?
Just wait till the bases are loaded, get a little more pressure on
Maybe
them.
at least let them score 1. And then
So it'll be Toger, Evans, and then Higginbotham. The next 3 up. Cody Kilpatrick, if anyone gets on.
So
yeah, because I'd rather have Keston than Bird, who has a fastball to ride at 95, go against a guy who's trying to bunt.
So here's Sean Toger.
I would hate to have Bird going against the guy who's trying to bunt.
He's been walked twice, once intentionally. First offering taken low for ball 1. Struck out his first time up back in the top of the 1st inning. Was walked back in the 3rd, grounded out to Easton Rowe back in the 5th, and then was intentionally walked back in the 7th. Holman delivers second offering in for a strike.
especially Bird's best secondary pitch is a changeup. Like you wouldn't want that against the lefty.
Toger's got 38 RBIs this season.
With the sweeper in there,
Especially a lefty who likes to drop his bat.
Next offering misses outside. 2 balls and a strike.
It wasn't obvious or anything.
For the Broncbusters, who come in as the 8th seed out of the West Division, look to make some noise early.
I wonder what pitch is coming here.
This next one misses outside, 3-1. Man, that was close.
Well, wait till it gets on base.
Not 3-1.
Wait till it gets on base.
It's gotta be bases loaded, no one.
That's the only time Bird can do it. It's bases loaded.
3 balls, 1 strike. Holman, his last outing, displayed a whip of .67. That one is low for ball 4. The bases are now loaded for the Broncbusters.
Get to stepping.
Thank God we waited.
What the fuck? He must want to lose this game. He must want to be playing. He must want to play.
So Carson Evans, bases loaded, nobody out.
We didn't take anything this morning, did we? I can't believe I'm seeing this.
A fly ball could possibly tie this game.
Yeah, leaders are open down here.
First pitch low and in the dirt for ball 1.
I think this dude has like 3 Ks on the whole sliders.
Evans, 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts. Reached on an error from Chris Mancinas and grounded out to Chris Mancinas as well.
He's got several strikeouts.
Holman's only walked 9 batters in his so far first year as a Cavalier. Ball on a strike.
Low-key doesn't look like he's coming back.
He's like rolling through it.
Dude, I wish we had like a low to mid-90s season.
Whip of 1.05 as a freshman. That's going to hit him. And Holman's in disbelief.
Hey, yeah, right there, buddy, go back. See about it.
Yeah.
You can't lean into it, that's right.
So now out comes the home plate umpire, and they were in disbelief saying that he leaned in for it.
I'm not going to press anything yet.
Dude, he went all
So
over the place. Okay.
they're most likely going to call batter interference.
Pussy.
Tell him.
And now Coach Olner is going to explain his case, and
So is that just a, is that
his elbow definitely was way over the heart of the plate, so
just standing way up?
it'll be a 1 ball, 2 strike count.
Who's like on the plate?
Yeah.
Who's like,
Put a strike up there.
yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
1 and 2 count. If Holman can start any momentum for Johnson County, it's right now. This is a fly ball into right field, and it's going to drop in. 1 run is in. The relay throw almost takes out Evans. 2 are in, and the Broncbusters take the lead right back with Sean Philpotts and Seth Miller coming in to score. 2-run RBI single for Carson Evans. And the Broncbuster dugout going nuts.
No, why would the pitcher talking to MLB teams? He's telling them to sit down.
7-6 ball game now for Garden City. 2 on, nobody out.
Hey, guys, we just have to win the next 2. Let's just lose this one. Let's just give up. No, let's just give up instead.
And that first one is missed for ball 1 to Roy Higginbotham,
Yo, I'm not.
who had that grand slam back in the 3rd. The bases loaded. Has a ground out of flat and a strikeout today, so 1 for 4 day.
I have bullpen management, but this is
That one fouled off.
2-3.
yeah, it's a 1
Oh, I just got to
1 ball, 1 strike.
I didn't clear it.
Yeah, it's one of
Let me talk. It doesn't matter for me.
Cody Kilpatrick
heard me say.
is waiting on deck, still with his leg guards on. Holman fires. That one missed outside, 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, I think it's pretty bad.
Just need a little more room. Don't worry, guys. I'll take the fall. I don't got anything to lose. So same as me.
Higginbotham has 21 RBIs this season. Big swing and a miss for strike 2.
It's like, I'm just gonna throw
The 2-2 count. Holman's facing Higginbotham, who struck out 33 times this season. Well, if you count his at-bat today, 34. 2-2. Make it 35. Keston Holman sits down Higginbotham for his first outs.
So you get your pitcher hot. Okay, yeah. So tell me when you put it
One down for Cody Kilpatrick, the catcher.
in. You put him in after 2 runs scored. Well, after bases are loaded. Or after 2 runs scored.
You tell him to sit down. You tell him.
Kilpatrick 0 for 4. Strikeout in his first at-bat.
What's he looking for?
Flew out to right in the third to end that. Top of the third for Garden City. Grounded out to Easton Rowe his third time up, and then grounded out to Easton Rowe once again back in the 8th. 1-0 in for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Even though it does absolutely
David's
nothing.
dog sits and looks at him like this with his head to his side. It's like, what are you yelling at?
This is the hardest test.
What can the freshman out of Sheridan, Wyoming do here? Watches that one go by. 2 balls and 1 strike.
None of the above.
No, they bring in a pinch hit left-handed hitter after the 2 runs.
Can the 297 average hitter.
After they get through a left.
25 RBIs. He's scored 25 times this season. 395 on base percentage. 2-1 in for strike 2.
My coach really trusts me.
And on the road, just a 262 hitter. 15 walks, 9 strikeouts, 10 RBIs, just 17 hits, and that's all in 65 at-bats.
Yeah, my coach really trusts me. That's probably what he's thinking.
2-2. Thought about going around. He does not. He holds back. Count at full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
I mean, he's not even throwing. Even Don Lee's about to still put him in himself.
Cavaliers holding their hope in Keston Holman. And that's back-to-back strikeouts for Keston Holman. He sits down Roy Higginbotham and now Cody Kilpatrick. And there's 2 down. Broncbusters down to their final outs. It's going to be in the hands of Sawyer Marshall.
And then he was telling me, he's like, Miller just doesn't play, just plays light catch all week.
So the left fielder takes the first offering ball. So Marshall started off the day 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, was able to reach on a single back in the top of the 6th, and then grounded out to Jake McClure his last time up. That one fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I was like, Wally, that's like my issue. Like, I'm really sore after pitching. Like, I had short rests, so I was really sore.
For head coach Joshua Aller, in just now his 2nd season with the team. High in 2 balls, 1 strike.
Alright, so Billy, we know you get your last out of you. What inning? Because your arm.
Before that, he was a 2-year assistant at Ottawa University at Ottawa, Kansas, and then
Trying to throw high intent today.
was in the KJCCC as the pitching coach for Colby for 5 years. This one too short. Mancinas flips to second in time for out number 3. The Broncbusters, plate 2 in the 9th. They take the lead, 7-6. The Cavaliers will look to respond when we come back here on Johnson County Sports Live, your home for Cavalier Athletics. Back here on Johnson County Sports Live, bottom of the 9th inning. Last chance for Johnson County. If a walk-off is in order, then it'll be much needed here. Be Riker Edwards to lead off, and the first offering is taken outside for ball 1. Riker 1 for 4. He singled his first time up back at the bottom of the 2nd inning. But he was also able to get on back in the 7th with a fielder's choice. Ball on a strike count. Johnson County 6 runs on 7 hits. Way inside. And for Jace Reed, when he threw his warm-up pitches to start the 9th, it's very outside, inside, all around. He paints that one low and inside, 3 balls and a strike. And I think the last thing you want if you're Jace Reed and Coach Aller is to put the tying run aboard on first base. 3-1. Riker turns on that one into left field, and it's going to hook foul. That stayed fair. That definitely had a chance. Counts full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Riker's got a 3-2 coming up the offering. Fouls it off and out of play. Riker Edwards stays alive in the count here. For Johnson County. That one outside for ball 4. Riker Edwards, the tying run aboard for Johnson County. And it's Chris Mancinas. And they're going to take Riker Edwards out and put in Drew Veach, and rightfully so. I think if you're going to put one of your fastest guys on to run the bases, Riker definitely has speed, but Drew Veach, one of the probably the fastest on the team. So Kilpatrick has to be ready. Mancinas bunts, places it down. Throw from third to first in time. Drew Veach takes a big step off a second, but he's back in time. Veach had a big jump after rounding second, and he had to dive back in quickly. So 1 down, and now it's Carter Kelly. 0 for 4 today, and if there's any time that the hitter who went 8 for 15 in the series against Fort Scott, they need him. They need him now. Again, Carter Kelly had 4 home runs in the stretch. There goes Veach to third. The throw. He got out. He slid off the bag. Is he back in? No, he's not. He got tagged out at third. Drew Veach slid off the bag. And now it's got to be a home run, or you got to get on base if you're Johnson County. Carter Kelly cracks that deep to left field. See ya! Tie ball game! Carter Kelly, who started off 0 for 4, is going to crack down to left and tie it up. Oh my goodness! Tie ball game for Carter Kelly in Johnson County, and it couldn't have come at a better time. And now in is Jake McClure. He represents the walk-off run. Shows bunt here, lays it down beautifully. And it's bobbled. Jake McClure's on with an error. Given an E5 on the play in the book. As that was Josh Miller who bobbled it at third base.
Yeah. I mean, he's not quick. He's quick.
So now, for Johnson County, Bo Schenkel steps in. He's been on once with the single. He's been on another time with a walk recently back in the 8th. He takes ball 1 outside. And they want a new baseball as Kilpatrick will give Jace Reed a new baseball.
They could have killed the ball. Yeah, no. They could have got him with a full ride advantage.
1-0 with 2 down. Runner on first.
If that was a walk-off,
Is it possible that we could see Johnson County be aggressive on the base paths? That one taken low for ball 2. O'Shinkle has stolen a base today. A ground out back in the 1st, a fly out back in the 4th, and he struck out back in the 6th.
Yeah, no, I've been.
That one low but in for strike 1.
I went there when they were.
So Jace Reed finding the zone.
Oh, no, Wally went down and gave Bird the wash. It wouldn't surprise me though. Imagine it's like Bird's just
That
walking.
one low and outside, 3-1 the count.
Gaston, get you another one.
Where'd Reese go? He thinks he has to be sitting up the internet.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Thinks he can do whatever he wants.
Again, that winning run is on first base, and Jake McClure. 3-1. It's low for ball 4. Doesn't matter. That one escapes on the throwdown. There comes Jake McClure. Yeager's going to send him around. The third of the plate. Not in time. Johnson County walks it off. And Bo Schinkel, who took ball 4, Kilpatrick threw it away on the run down to second. And it went into center field. And Phil Potts threw it away. Johnson County walks it off after Jake McClure rounds the bases. 8-7 the final 4 and 9. Oh my goodness. What kind of magic have we seen in Overland Park on a rainy day? The Cavaliers are going to take game 1 and are 1 win away from sending themselves to Salina for the conference tournament. 8-7 the final here. We'll step aside for just a few moments. Cavaliers win at 8-7. You're watching Cavalier Baseball on Johnson County Sports Live. back here on Johnson County Sports Live. And have you seen any crazier things than what just happened? As we go to our post-game show here on Johnson County Sports Live, Brendan Bolin back here with you. And man, oh man, Johnson County wins at 8-7 on a walk-off throwing error from Cody Kilpatrick that Jake McClure was already running to second, gets into center field, and Jake McClure is going to go all the way home and win it. But that's also helped to a game-tying home run from Carter Kelly after Drew Veach was gunned down at third after he slid in and slipped away. But for Johnson County, it was never wavered that they were the favorites, and they certainly found a way to win. 8-7 again, the final score in this one. As we take a look at the final numbers here. As we go to Josiah Golden, he went 6 innings, allowed 4 hits, 5 runs, none earned, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. That home run, it was not earned because there was a base error. Keston Holman goes the last 3 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, none earned, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. Garden City went to 3 pitchers today. They started off the day with Bradley Feeser. He went 4 innings, allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, none earned, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Then in his place stepped number 16 in Paniagua. Paniagua went an inning, allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, no walks, and no strikeouts. And then the last 3 2/3 went to Jace Reed. 3 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 6 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Jace Reed had 2 wild pitches, and he hit 1 batter. 72 pitches from Jace Reed. 36 of them he threw for strikes. And Jeremy Comer, an impressive 4-for-4 day. It'll be definitely something to talk about. Jeremy Comer, 3 singles and a double today. Bo Schinkel went 0-for-4, but he was able to take that walk. He walked twice today. And Jake McClure just 1-for-5. McClure is able to get on, reaching on an error from the third baseman after it was bobbled by Joshua Miller.
So I can have your number.
Sounds good.
I've got his number, Jim.
And Easton Rowe went 2-for-4. Ranker Edwards 1-for-4. Mancinas 1-for-4, and 1-for-2 for Mancinas, a walk and a strikeout. And 1-for-5 day for Carter Kelly, and 3 extra base hits for Johnson County. Easton Rowe and Jeremy Comer hit doubles. Carter Kelly with the home run. And Garden City finishes with 7 runs on 7 hits with 4 errors. Johnson County 8 runs on 10 hits with 3 errors.
Have a good night, honey.
As the Cavaliers will take game 1 of the 3-game set between the Cavs and the Broncbusters. 8-7 the final score. Game 2 for tomorrow will be as regularly scheduled, 1 p.m., the approximate first pitch time. Of course, I'll be back here on the call after a brief stint on the KJCCC Sports Network. Softball, of course, been rained out to tomorrow, so it'll be a waiting game to see how things go over there. But unfortunately, as we do know, Neosho moves on in the consolation bracket. Highland, and it was, if I remember correctly, sorry, frozen. But KCK and Cali's game got delayed. So, of course, having to wait on word of that. They will pick up again in the bottom of the 3rd with KCK in front 1-0. And of course, we'll start at 11 in the morning. Then let me look at the quick bracket. It looked to be Fort Scott. Fort Scott was the one that was sent home from Neosho. Did not get a, let me get a final score on that one. So 11-0, Neosho takes the win. KCK and Cali got suspended. Johnson County and Allen, that game suspended as well to tomorrow as well. But of course, again, 1 o'clock here tomorrow, and then if a game 3 is needed, it'll be back here at 1 o'clock, of course, on Friday. That'll do it for us here on a rainy Wednesday afternoon in Overland Park, Kansas, here at Cavaliers Stadium, on the campus of Johnson County Community College. For Johnson County Sports Live, I'm Brendan Bullen, signing off. We'll see you tomorrow, folks. Go Cavs.
That was a good one.